Hey everyone, we are in Lisbon, Portugal.
We're here today at the Time Out Market, and today we're going to try several different foods that we want to share with you while we buy.
Okay, so what happened?
I dropped one.
Oh no!
I know, I actually feel a little bit sad.
Well, you know what? They have thousands
I
more.
know, but it was like probably really good. But we're gonna have this one and it's gonna be delicious.
Okay.
So this is the pasteis de nata. We bought them from Manti. This place is supposed to make some of the best ones in Lisbon. They make them throughout the day so that you always get a warm one, which is awesome. And we've topped this off with the cinnamon and powdered sugar, which is the traditional way to eat them. And I think it's probably impossible to do it in a ladylike manner or in a way that doesn't get sugar all over your face. That is for sure the best one that we've had.
Oh, is it?
It's amazing. Unfortunately, I dropped yours on the floor.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Wow, man.
Okay, so these are codfish cakes. Bacalhau is the name of the fish, or that's what they refer to it as. So we got one which is traditional, which is just going to be the bacalhau, and then I think it's got some potato and maybe some chives in there also. And then the other one is a pimento, which has bell pepper mixed into the whole shebang. So yum yum yum.
Let's try it out.
I'm gonna try them out. I brought a fork, but I feel like I'm just gonna dig into it like this. So I'm gonna try a little bit of both. I love these.
I'm going for it.
Okay.
Okay, so the traditional one I would say is our preferred. It's very good. Traditional often is the better of them. You start adding extra flavors, you don't get that pureness. I think this one's great.
But I would say like the traditional has a little bit more of a saltiness to it, which is what I like about codfish cakes. But they're still very tasty.
I just ate the rest. Hope that's okay. Okay,
so the next thing we're going to try is Caldo verde, which is a traditional soup. It's a potato-based soup, and it's got chorizo, and it's also got green cabbage in it. And then it's really, really good. We've had it before. It's nice and hearty and very, very comforting. And then for our beverage, we have chosen to have a pink sangria, which has Porto wine in it, so port wine, pink port. And it's very refreshing. I've already stolen a sip, and it's really good.
So the last time we had this was in Porto at Tapa 65. That one had a lot more cabbage in it. This one a little less so. And this one has a little more chorizo too. Super hot, super yummy. Definitely the potato base comes out. So it's very smooth, very creamy.
This one had a really nice drizzle of olive oil on top, which is a really nice addition. I think that's adding to the flavor and making it extra yummy.
Hey, what do you think of the sangria?
I like the sangria. Yeah, it's really sweet, it's tasty. It tastes different than a lot of other sangrias, so it feels more like a mixed drink than like a homemade sangria, but it's exactly what the doctor ordered today. It's delicious.
So whenever there's an odd number of meat slices in the soup and we're sharing, it always gets awkward. So there was 3 in this one, we had 1 each, and
who gets the meat? Who eats the meat?
Is it me?
Or me?
Although I guess we could cut it in half. Now it's about who gets the small piece and who gets the big piece. We can never win.
We had lots of these in Spain. These are a Portuguese version. We got 2 different kinds. There's the traditional de carne, which has pork and beef, and then the queijo de cabra, which is goat's cheese with caramelized red onions. You can also get these in a sandwich with chips, and you can get them with a side dish. So, I'm gonna try. The goat cheese one is amazing.
Good.
So inside, it's not just goat cheese. It's like a potato filling with goat cheese and caramelized red onions. It's sweet and salty. It's like unbelievable. And now I guess I'll try the other one too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, traditional. So this one is also really good. I feel as though it's maybe not as fresh as the other one, but super tasty. Both of them are really good.
Definite win. So one of the things we learned about the Time Out Market, it's one of the only markets, maybe the only market, or the first at least, that there's an independent group of critics who test all the food that's sold here, and if it doesn't pass the test, it doesn't make it into the market. So that's pretty cool to know that you're eating curated food.
Okay, so we are finishing off our time here at the Time Out Market with a yummy dessert. We're gonna do, it's called, I think, Caldo sponge cake, which I've never heard of before, but it seems as though it is a traditional dessert. We got the chocolate version, and it looks amazing. Like, not particularly fancy, but it looks super tasty. So, we dive in. Oh, that's so interesting. It's very chocolatey, but not overly sweet, which is really nice. It's almost like, I want to say chocolate pudding between layers of sponge cake. So it's like, it has a really good texture. Like, I love it. I've never had any cake like it before.
Okay, I'm eating this directly over my shorts, because I love getting chocolate on my shorts. You're right, consistency is like chocolate pudding on the inside. Kind of like a mousse, maybe. Has a bit of an eggy vibe to it. It's sweet, but not killer sweet. It's good. Good way to end our time here. Unless we can find coffee.
So we replaced the pasteis that I dropped on the floor with one more, and I was gonna get it to go, but then you might end up keeping it.
Yes.
And just eating it now. And then these are galaos, and I have no idea what that is, but it is a coffee beverage of some kind with milk. It's probably kind of like a latte. They look amazing. Well, that's it for our time at the Time Out Market. We are all done for today. For about 28 euros, both of us ate really, really well today.
Really good.
We had a super good time exploring the different stalls and checking out the different types of food.
There's also a traditional market here, which is pretty great. It wasn't open when we were here. It has local vendors, produce vendors. I think that's open in the morning, so that's worth checking out as well.
For sure. And if you have more time to spend here, there's also workshops that they do, so it's a pretty awesome place to explore if you can.
Hey, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.
See you soon.